The night it happened, we were curled up on our worn-out sofa, the flickering glow of some forgettable movie casting shadows across the living room. I reached for his hand, my fingers instinctively threading through his, but he stiffened, just slightly, before gently pulling away. That's when I knew something was wrong. "We need to talk," he said, his voice quiet but steady. Those 4 words sent a chill down my spine. 7 years together, through cross-country moves, job losses, the death of his father, and never once had he said those words like this, like he was bracing for impact. "I think I'm asexual," he finally admitted, the words spilling out in a rush. "I've been doing research, reading forums. I think I've always been this way. I just didn't have the words before." The room tilted. I stared at him, waiting for the punchline, the just kidding, but his expression was deadly serious. Days passed. At first, I tried to be supportive. "It's okay," I lied, forcing a smile. "We'll figure it out." But the truth was, I didn't understand. How could someone who had spent 7 years laughing in bed with me, who had whispered, "I want you," against my skin, suddenly not feel that way anymore? Was it me? Had I done something wrong? The questions gnawed at me. I scoured the internet, reading every article, every Reddit thread about asexuality, desperate for some loophole, some way to make this fit into the life we'd built. But the more I learned, the more it sank in. This wasn't a phase. This wasn't about me at all. And that almost made it worse. Days turned into weeks, into months. We tried to adapt. He was still affectionate, still held my hand, still kissed me goodnight. But the absence of desire between us became a living thing, a third presence in our home. Every time I reached for him and he didn't respond, it felt like rejection. Every time I caught him watching me change clothes and his gaze didn't linger, it stung. I hated myself for it. I knew it wasn't fair. He wasn't broken. He wasn't withholding something from me on purpose. But that didn't stop the ache in my chest when I rolled over in bed and saw his back turned to me, the space between us growing wider every night. The fight happened after a wedding. We'd spent the evening watching friends sway together, drunk on love and champagne, and the ride home was silent. When we got back to our apartment, I couldn't take it anymore. "Do you even want me anymore?" I blurted out, my voice cracking. He looked gutted. "Of course I do. Just not like that." "But you used to," I pressed, hating how desperate I sounded. "What changed?" "I didn't change," he said, his voice firm for the first time. "I just finally understand myself." And that was it. The truth, laid bare. It's been over a year. We're still living together, for now. The lease isn't up until next spring, and neither of us can afford to leave. Some days, it's almost normal. We cook dinner together, watch our favorite shows, and laugh at the same stupid jokes. But then there are the other days, the days when I catch him looking at me with something like guilt in his eyes, like he knows he's taken something from me that he can't give back. The days when I lie awake at night, wondering if I'm selfish for wanting more. He's happier now, I think. Lighter, free from a pressure he never even realized was there. And me, I'm grieving a relationship that still technically exists. So tell me, how do you love someone when the terms have changed, but your heart hasn't gotten the memo? When do you stop mourning what you've lost and start accepting what's left?